So, you want to be a content creator. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to you because I believe that we should all be content creators. It is the most amazing feeling ever. I love creating content. I have been a full time content creator for 4 years, meaning this is how I pay my bills. And I have been blessed to be a content creator. I think the biggest thing that I think a lot of people struggle with when it comes to creating content and actually posting it. Like you might create it, but you don't post it, right? I think the biggest thing is lack of believing in yourself. I have so much self confidence, and I didn't always. I've shared my journey, in my 20s or whatever, but I did not always have the confidence needed to be a content creator before I became one. And it's a terrible place to be in. It sucks because you want to do this thing, but you're afraid of what people may say. You might be afraid of not getting any views. Like, you just have all of these what ifs, these negative what ifs. And you are you are overworking yourself. You are doubting yourself, and you can't do that. You have to know that what you're saying, what you're speaking about is true to you. And the right community of people will come to you. And it's not until you start posting, not just creating, but actually posting, that you'll see that people will gravitate to you and your personality and love you just the way you are because you resonate with them. You don't have to be somebody that you're not in order to create content. You don't have to have the fancy drones and the fancy cars, and you don't have to do all of that. If you have the means and that's your passion, then go for it. But there are plenty of creators who don't have any of that and have millions and millions and millions of followers and subscribers because they're being true to themselves. Whatever their topics are that they're talking about is true to them. They're not trying to be something that they're not. And I'm telling you this to encourage you that you are okay just the way you are. There's no need to be anybody but you, okay? And honestly, I feel like you can always tell. Like when I'm watching someone's content, I can always tell if they're being fake or if they're being real. And I'm pretty sure most people can detect that too. So just be you. Just do what you do. Just talk about what is true to you. For me, it's easy for me to talk about this type of stuff because I really have a passion for mental health, mental clarity, being the best version of yourself, and in motivating and inspiring others to do the same thing. And I built this passion because I was on this journey and I'm still on this journey. So it's true to me. I'm not speaking on anything that I don't believe to be true or things that I have experienced in my own life. Notice how, if you've watched previous videos of mine on this channel, I say, there are plenty of people who love their job and, they feel fulfilled, but that wasn't my experience. I always say that because that wasn't my experience. I can't speak on people who love their 9 to 5, nor am I trying to. I am strictly talking about the people who were like me, who hated their job and wanted a way out, right? I don't try to be anything that I'm not. I can talk to you guys about keeping your peace and keeping your energy high because I practice that. That is really what I do for my own self. I have a weight loss and fitness channel and I'm documenting my weight loss journey. I lost 100 pounds, but I'm able to do that every single day because that's the journey that I'm really on. So it's easy for me. It's easy to create the content that is true to me, that is truly a part of my life. And that's what I encourage you to do. When it comes to building self-confidence, one of the biggest things I can say is you have to commit to the promises that you make to yourself. A lot of times, and I struggled with this too, you'll say you want to do something, you'll have this goal for yourself, and then when it's time to actually do it, or when things get hard, you fall back. You don't do it. And another year will go by where you broke the promises that you made to yourself. I did this a lot before I lost weight. I was 340 pounds, and I knew for years upon years upon years that I needed to lose weight, and I wanted to lose weight. Yet every time I set a New Year's resolution to lose weight, I would do good for a few weeks and then fall right back into my old habits. And because I wasn't able to commit to the promises that I made to myself, I lacked self-esteem and self-confidence. But it wasn't until I finally buckled down and stuck to the plan where not only did I lose weight, I actually started to believe in myself because I proved to myself that I am capable of having a goal, sticking with it no matter how hard it gets, and actually doing it, right? And that's what I encourage you to do. If you say you're going to create content, then do it. If you say you're going to lose weight, then do it. If you say you're going to start a business, then do it. It's really that simple. It is really that simple. But you allow your insecurities to make it bigger than what it has to be. Weight loss is strictly calories in versus calories out. That's it. Creating content is strictly pressing record, talking, or doing whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing for your video and hitting the upload button. It's really that simple, but you are overanalyzing everything. You're overanalyzing your titles, your thumbnails, your captions, your hashtags, and it doesn't have to be all of that. And the more that you do it, the better you're going to get at it by accident. By accident. You may not even be trying to get better at it, but you're going to get better at it just because you're doing it every single day. I feel so much more natural in front of the camera today, year 4 into being a creator, than I did on day 1 4 years ago. Why? Because I'm so used to being in front of a camera. I'm reading and responding to y'all's comments, and you talk about how natural I sound and the way I deliver, because this is really me. And it's easy to be you when you are you. It's hard to be someone that you're not, so don't even try it. And before I got on YouTube, this is my newest YouTube channel, by the way. But before I got on YouTube, I thought I had to do all of these things that I saw everyone else do, like going to clubs, drinking, having a whole bunch of friends around, fancy cars, expensive bags, and I don't do none of that. I am a homebody. I love being at home. I am at home 95% of the time. I don't drink, I don't go to clubs, I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't buy expensive stuff. So, for the longest time, I was trying to figure out, well, how am I going to be a successful YouTuber if I don't do any of those things? And I would go back and forth with the idea of even being on YouTube because I don't do any of those fancy things. And it wasn't until I realized that I don't have to do that when I finally built up enough courage to do YouTube. So I'm telling you this because you are the one that's in your head. So get out of your head. Just start posting, and don't just build YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a great platform to make money, but I believe that we should have multiple platforms because we should want to reach audiences everywhere, because not everyone is on YouTube, just like not everybody's on TikTok, just like not everybody's on Instagram. And, I don't think people realize YouTube creation is a full-time thing. It doesn't start off that way, for sure. Like you have to grow your platform, create income so you can pay your bills, all those things, yes. But content creation is a full-time job. And eventually, I believe that you should make it your full-time job. Why not? If you can create an income doing what it is that you love to do, why would you not want to? Why would you not want to be your own boss? So build your YouTube, but also build your Instagram, or also build your TikTok, or also build your Threads, or also build your Twitter. Like, you know what I mean? Don't just solely go on YouTube. Build multiple platforms because there's money on all of these platforms. So why leave money on the table? Just a thought. I hope that helps. You can do it. You have the power, you have the strength, you have the abilities. You just have to believe. Bye, you guys.